The top U.S. diplomat met Mr. Putin in the Black Sea town of Sochi after meeting with Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. While acknowledging differences on Syria and Ukraine, they agreed there must be political solutions.
From the Geneva communique to the removal of Syria's chemical weapons, I would emphasize that we have seen what happens when Russia and the United States work together.
Russia denies sending military aid to Ukraine's rebels, but Kerry and Lavrov stressed common views.
There
are certain disagreements between Russia and the U.S. about the genesis of this crisis and current estimations of its development, but we were united in the opinion that it should be solved only in a peaceful way.
A Russian opposition report claims the Kremlin spent billions funding Ukraine's rebels and sending its own forces, and that relatives of killed troops were threatened or paid to keep silent.
Huge political harm has been done to Russia as the result of the geopolitical shady enterprise, which was started by Putin in eastern Ukraine.
The report was the work of opposition leader Boris Nemtsov, who was gunned down in February just meters from the Kremlin. Since fighting broke out in eastern Ukraine a year ago, more than 6,000 have been killed. But fears of a new surge in violence are overblown because the Kremlin's mood is shifting to accommodation, says Dmitry Trenin, director of the Carnegie Moscow Center.
No major offensive is possible absent a Russian nod or Russian acquiescence. And this, I don't think, will be given under the present circumstances.
Political analysts say visits like Secretary Kerry's are welcomed in Russia because despite the Kremlin's actions in Ukraine, Mr. Putin wants to portray his government as a peacemaker that is open to dialogue. He also wants a return to the Soviet-era treatment of Russia when it was respected as an equivalent but alternative voice to the United States in global affairs. But as we saw from the May 9th parade in Moscow, marking the Soviet Union's victory day in World War II, Mr. Putin warns those who would challenge Russia's interests that he still commands a powerful military. Schearf, VOA News, Moscow.